Here at Taji Air Base in Iraq, American boots are once again on the ground, more than 3 years after U.S. troops formally withdrew from Iraq. About 300 American GIs at this base about 25 miles north of Baghdad are here to train Iraqi troops to take on Islamic State. It's not the first time in Iraq for most of these soldiers of the 82nd Airborne. Many are on their third or even fourth tours.
I did training with them in 2007 and 2011. The Iraqi Army from before, they didn't maintain their training. They didn't stay proficient with that. So we brought that back, and we were able to build that proficiency back up, that confidence back up.
Today's training is a live fire drill. The Americans are teaching the Iraqis to attack a stationary target that mimics a machine gun nest. The training is going well, and the Americans say they're impressed with their Iraqi students. Iraqis say they like the drills because, unlike their own basic training, the Americans use live ammunition and conduct realistic scenarios. But American advisors and Iraqi rank and file admit the problems with Iraq's military run a lot deeper than just being able to shoot at a target. There are serious concerns about corruption in the officer corps and a general lack of loyalty to the government. When Islamic State took over Mosul last summer, army officers simply deserted, forfeiting Iraq's second largest city to the enemy after barely firing a shot. That's the city that these Iraqi recruits are training to eventually take in a massive assault scheduled for a few months from now. U.S. officials say they've already trained about 4,000 or 5,000 Iraqis in 6 to 9 week courses. They're hoping to train tens of thousands more before the big operation to retake Mosul. Iraqi forces, mostly made up of some Shiite militias, were buoyed by recently retaking the city of Tikrit. But they had a huge advantage. About 20 to 30,000 militia fighters faced off against only a few hundred Islamic State militants. Even then, it still took the Iraqi security forces a month to beat the insurgents, and only after a round of U.S. airstrikes. Faced with those kinds of challenges, these Americans may once again find themselves digging in to stay longer than they expected.